The agenda for today's webinar is once after we give a purchase order to our vendors, what happens? So how do we track the progress till we get the orders delivered? So what are the challenges faced once after you place the orders? And when you do it, mostly it is a manual one because there is no in like application so far to understand what is happening with the order you have given to the suppliers. So here there is a need for digital transformation. So, and how does we solve this problem using Zoho Creator? So to understand this much more better, we are having a live demo where we use Zoho Creator, which will help you understand how do we bring a solution for this problem. And at last, we have a question and answer session wherein you will be able to clarify all your doubts regarding this. So let's get into the webinar. So as I said, once after you place a purchase order to your supplier in your business, what happens? So there will be a kind of process before they deliver you the goods, right? So I have very generic statuses that they used to cover in their production. So this is totally customizable as per your business, but I have just considered this more generic at a generic level. So basically, once after you give a purchase order to them, to get the order delivered, first of all, they will purchase a raw material. So they will do a raw material purchase. Once after they have all the raw materials needed for an item to be produced, they will start their in-house production. Once after they start their in-house production, there will be multiple steps, be it an assembly, be it an quality check. So all these comes under in-house production. So once after everything is done and all the quality check is done, they will start their shipment to your location, to your warehouse. So after shipment, you will get the delivery and you will have it placed inside your warehouse, right? So these are all the steps that are involved from order placement till delivery. But unless you receive your goods, what is happening to the order that you have given, you have no light about it, right? So to understand this much better, to understand any delays involved in it, to understand the red flags that are about to arise, so we need to transform, right? So I would like to run a poll here. So to understand what is the challenges that you're facing right now with the automation of manufacturing processes, right? So please feel free to answer your pain points so that we will be able to help you out with solving the solution for this issue. Okay, so I have received your responses. Thank you for your response. So I understand that there is a lack of update. What happens after you place an order, right? So that is one. And the other major answer that I have received is the manual intervention that you need to put in, right? So once after you place an order and the delivery date is so near and you don't have any idea if they are going to deliver or not, so in that case, you will be connecting with your vendors and you will be checking whether they will be able to deliver it on time. So there is a manual intervention that is again a pain point. So to solve this problem, so there is a need for digital transformation, right? So whatever you're doing right now would be manual. So you will be calling your vendor, as I said, and you will be checking with them if they will be able to deliver it on time. And you may be having multiple suppliers, so across them you will have to track each and every order. So you will have to make a note of all the orders and the statuses, right? So to reduce all those manual errors, there is a need for this digital transformation. Along with that, there is a better vendor communication. So with digital application that you build, you can have all the notifications sent to your vendor, and you can have all the ones tracked automatically through the notifications and workflows that are available, so that you need not put in your own effort to track all these. And you can get the order statuses and the delivery updates automatically through the application that we built. Also, once after you have the order delivered to you, you can just sync the number of items that you have received within like Zoho inventory, so that you will have the stock updates immediately. So that there will be a sync between your application and your inventory, so that your stock updates will be on time, right? Now again, I would like to run a poll to understand what is that stops you from transforming your process into a digital application, right? So okay. Okay, thank you so much for your response. So I understand that one is the implementation cost, and the other one is the transition that is needed from the current process to an automated one, right? So with Zoho Creator is basically a low-code platform wherein the transformation is so easy. You have very user-friendly UI, which is easily understandable for anyone to put in their data. So you can contact Spicra team to understand more about Zoho Creator. So Zoho Creator is basically a simple tool to create an application, right? So with Zoho Creator, how are we going to address these challenges, right? So once after you place your order, we can track the status of the placed orders real time using a feature in Zoho Creator called Portal. So we can Portal is something like where you can have access given to all your vendors, so that the vendors can come into the portal and see what are all the purchase orders that you have issued to them, right? So they will be able to see the purchase orders issued to them, and they will be able to update the statuses in the um, in the order, right? So in the placed order, they can give you the updated status. So with every progress that is happening in their place, they can just keep on updating the statuses of each of the order, so that you will have track of what is happening to each of the order placed, right? So as we said earlier, once after you get the delivery, so you will have the stocks updated automatically in your inventory. You need not go and create a purchase receipt, you need not go and create a bill separately, like manually. It can all be automated, and you will have all the inventories updated on time as and when you receive the goods. So also you can just get the notifications instantly when a vendor says that he will not be able to process this purchase order. So we have all the possibilities of setting up workflows and approvals within the Zoho Creator, so that you can have all the emails, SMS triggered on time, so to update you on the progress of each of the order, right? So now let's get into the live demo. I would like to show you a basic setup that we have done to understand this even more better. So this is Zoho Creator UI. So this is one of the application that we have built for manufacturing automation, right? So here we have a module called purchase orders and another module called vendors. So you can have the list of vendors here automatically updated as and when it get created in your Zoho inventory. So first I would go to Zoho inventory. So in inventory, you can see there is a module called vendors. So when you create a new vendor within Zoho inventory, this gets automatically created within creator. Also, the vendor portal that I mentioned previously, they would have been given access to this vendor portal. Okay, so for example, you could see the emails, right? So these are the emails of the suppliers. So to these emails, they would have been given access, and I will show you how it looks for the vendor when he logs in through a vendor portal also, right? So the first step would be vendor creation. As and when you create a vendor, they would have been given access to your vendor portal. So once after you create a vendor, you will be creating the purchase orders, right? So now I'll create a purchase order. So obviously there will be a delivery date that you would be preferring to get the goods delivered. So let's give April 30th. So I'll add few items. So let's quickly check if we have the necessary details here. So we have added the delivery date, line items, right? So I'll just save this as draft. And once after you issue this, I'm marking this as issued, meaning I'm just going to issue this to the supplier to start the production, right? So once after that is done, so there is a module called purchase orders, right? So here there is a separate report called admin purchase orders. Quickly refresh this. So if you could see for Spicra demo, what is the purchase order that we have built? That is PO 00018, right? So can you see for two of the items that we added in PO 18, for those two, we have two separate records because it need not be the same status for all the records in the same purchase order, right? This can be in raw material purchase level and this can be in in-house production. So for each of the item, we are going to have a separate record. And so this is how it will be initially. As and when you create a purchase order, it gets added here after you issue that purchase order to the supplier, right? So this is the admin. This is how a creator admin can see the data. Now me as a vendor, when I log into the vendor portal that you have given me, right, I will be able to see only the records that are mapped to me. So I am Meena at Spicra. I wouldn't be able to see the records of Phoenix. Phoenix is another supplier, right? So I wouldn't be able to see the orders given to him, but I will be able to see only the orders that has been given to me. And this is completely automatic. Okay, so there is no manual bucket creation for Spicra separately, for Phoenix separately. So it is all automated. So now I will go to the, so this is the vendor portal, right? So if you could see, I have limited access. I wouldn't be able to see the vendor module that you had there. I will be able to see the data that has come up only for me, right? For Meena at Spicra, only these are the purchase orders and these are the items that has been ordered. So I would be able to see only those records, right? So me as a vendor, I can open this record and I can update, like I can just update the progress. First of all, there will be a PO acknowledgement, right? Once after you place the order, I will see whether I will be able to complete this order on time. So if I'm okay with this date and if I'm okay with all these details, I will be accepting this PO. Otherwise, I can decline this PO, and this decline PO can trigger a notification to you that the vendor has declined the PO, right? So that you can decide whether you can give this to a different supplier. Otherwise, if he has accepted, let's see what happens when we accept it. So I'm accepting the PO. Now I'm clicking on the same record again. Maybe after 2 days, I'm coming in and I'm saying that I have initiated the production, right? So then again, maybe after 3 days, I am just telling you, informing you that I have procured all the materials needed to build this product, right? So like this, you can keep on updating your customer. Me as a vendor, I'm updating you that these are the progresses that are happening at my place for the order that you have given me, right? So we can just simply customize all these stages that I have here. So totally customizable. So I have shipped it so that you get to know that I have shipped it and you should be ready to get the goods delivered at your warehouse, right? So when I click on deliver, that's all. So there is no much steps here. So once after you deliver, there is no approval or there is no button clicks that you have to do because you have delivered it, right? So it is at my place now. Me as a customer, what will I do? So I have received the goods that you have delivered to me. Now, if you could see, there is a button enabled for me, which is create PR. Sorry, this is for PO 15. So let me show this for PO 18. So again here, because this is delivered to me. So now I can create a purchase receipt, right? Because I have received the good. Now I have to update my stocks, right? I'm not going to do that manually going into the purchase order. I'm not clicking that I have received this good. So I will create a purchase receipt. Just a button click, which will create a purchase receipt for you. And all the stocks would be updated in a minute, right? So there is another option where you need not create a purchase receipt for each of the item. You can just select these two items and we can have a purchase receipt created for these two items altogether, right? That's why we have the purchase orders grouped via supplier names, right? So these two are from Spicra demo. So I can just group these and I can create a PR, right? So once after I do that, what happens is my stock gets updated. So let's see that. So now I'm refreshing this. So now if you could see, the status is changed to partially received because I have received one of the goods, which is vending machine type 2, right? So to receive. So this is how your stock gets updated automatically, correct? So this is it. So you will have the track of what is the updates that are happening at the supplier's place, and when you receive it, you can automatically create a purchase receipt against the stock that you have received. So it's completely automatic, and you can get notified as and when the each of the updates happen at vendor's place. So I'm going back to the presentation. So please feel free to ask any questions that you have regarding this. I'd be happy to answer your questions. Shiva, I think there is a raise hand emoji that I saw.
Yes,
Can
ma'am,
we
I'll take
do
that.
the question and answers?
Yeah.
Please feel free to post your questions in the question and answer session. Okay, I think there are no questions. So I'll end my session with this. So thank you everyone for joining this webinar. I hope this would have given you some insights on how to automate the process that happens after you place the order, and how to track the manufacturing steps that are happening at the supplier place, and to have insights about it, right? So thank you so much. And if you have any questions, please do write to us at sales@spicra.com. So yeah, thank you so much.